and welcome back to Beyond the Deals podcast. I'm your host, Gabrielle Simmons. I am joined here today by Toby and James. These two awesome gentlemen are the faces behind the merger that we recently did with our Real Estate Dealmakers Facebook group and core investor groups. So before I get into more about these awesome guys, a quick shout out to our sponsor, Builders Outlet. Builders Outlet is your go-to for windows, doors, cabinets, and trim. They are located here in Denver, Colorado, and you can check them out by going to buildersoutletco.com. Okay, that's the hard part.
You did great.
Thanks. So thank you guys for being here with me today.
Of course.
It's snowing outside, and we're here.
I just washed my truck too.
Oh, man.
Of course.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Hopefully it's worth it.
Yeah.
Was it snowing on your way down?
No.
Oh, okay. I come up from Springs, and it was definitely snowing. But yeah, so we had the pleasure of meeting just about a month-ish ago, right? For the first time in person. Yeah. We've been connected on Facebook for a couple years. And my partner, Sufyan, who you guys know, came up with a great idea to talk to you guys about merging with your Facebook groups, because you guys have done an amazing job of building those up over the years. The one group being what's the name of the bigger group?
So Colorado Real Estate Investors Group is the one big one, cool. 30,000 people. And then the Colorado Real Estate Network Group, that's about 10,000 people.
Yeah.
That one, yeah. So.
And how did you guys build up that audience?
Other people had started them and just kind of gave up, and we were there to pick up the pieces and keep building it. So
yeah,
we're like, there's something here. Let's keep at it. So
there was a lot of spammers, so we took on the job of cleaning it up and hired a VA.
Yeah.
To help monitor that, and
that's interesting to do for a Facebook group, like just be spending money, right, to like keep it clean and to moderate it. And then you guys have kind of monetized that, if you will, by creating your cash flow club group that you share a lot of that within the Facebook groups, right? Is that kind of how you offset the cost of having an admin with the groups?
There's really no offsetting. This is
kind of out of pocket.
Yeah, we weren't really monetizing it, but we realized there was some value to it, and
yeah, ideally you want to find deals in there, and
yeah.
Well, we do invite people to our like you said, the in-person cash flow club.
Yeah,
it's an in-person real estate networking group.
Right.
Yeah. Actually, we did monetize it right off the bat, kind of, because one of our rent-to-own deals. I went to the original admin of the big one, and I was like, hey, I'd like to post this. Just want to ask permission first because you can get kicked off, right?
Right, yeah.
We know we can kick people off because they're spamming, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, tell me more about this opportunity. Dove into it, and he's like, oh, I'd like to invest in that.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah, he's been an investor with us for quite a few years since then.
That is such a cool story.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, immediate like monetization there, and you get a partner out of it. So that's super cool.
Yeah.
And it's funny you say that, because I was kicked out of the group by you years ago. We finally found it where I was banned.
Yeah, once it was probably an automated thing, right? Because Facebook has like a layer of automated stuff.
I don't know. It doesn't show.
There's rules you can set up.
Yeah, so it's constantly kicking people out and stopping posts, and then I get the text or DM.
Yeah.
What's going on? I'm like, oh, let me go look.
That's funny. Yeah. Yeah. Because, once we merged, and then I'm trying to get in there with like admin access and all that. And I couldn't.
Yeah,
and I was banned.
Yeah.
From like 2021.
Oh, no.
And in the larger group, right? And then Jordan, our other partner, he was banned in the networking group.
Oh, yeah.
And so just funny how that works. But
takes a lot of management.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that's what we're seeing now, since we came together with the three groups, now we have the largest Colorado network of investors, being 60,000
Yeah.
all together. And
Largest in Colorado now, huh?
Yeah, largest in Colorado. And so it's definitely a lot to manage. Like we have one full-time admin guy, and I mean, he's very, very busy with the 3. So yeah.
Yeah, you get constantly getting people in there from out of the country, and you're like,
Yeah,
this is a local group. So
exactly.
Crypto.
Uh-huh.
Tons of crypto.
Yeah.
Nope.
And everyone's a lender, right? With
it was a lender, yeah. Every wholesaler has, they're trying to daisy chain deals.
Yeah. That's what we're changing. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about Cash Flow Club.
Yeah, so we started that. It's an in-person meetup. Kind of took like all the different pieces of different real estate investing association groups, kind of put all the stuff together, basically focusing on taking action. And like this group, the Deal Makers group, like actually networking and creating relationships.
Yeah.
So that, which is really, the in-person really helps with that because, online, you just miss that stuff, right?
Definitely.
You got to look somebody in the eye and shake hands and get to know them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've had the pleasure of coming to at least one of the Cash Flow Club meetups. And are they all that same kind of structure? Like, so you have someone typically presenting some sort of educational short, usually slides or something like that. Is that pretty typical?
Yeah. Usually kind of a longer format, 45 minutes or something. Sometimes we'll have somebody speak after, maybe 10, 15 minutes or something. Other than that, it's networking before, tacos, free tacos, and more networking afterwards.
There wasn't tacos when I came last time.
Oh, they're too late.
Oh, okay.
You say, come for the tacos, stay for the connection.
Yeah, exactly.
Love it.
Yeah, sometimes one of us, we have a group of people that are help set, put this thing together.
Yeah.
And sometimes one of them will be presenting on a subject that they're familiar with.
Right.
Exactly.
So it's not always somebody from the outside.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes it's the internal team.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got a lot of different areas of expertise. Like Toby and I taught about rent to own investing, lease options.
Yeah.
One night. Yeah.
Co-living.
And co-living. Yeah. Yeah. We can get into kind of the stuff we're into too.
Yeah. Yeah. Share with us more what you guys do. I know you're a licensed realtor.
I am. Yeah.
Right. Are you licensed too? Okay. Yeah. And so what do you guys do in the rent to own and co-living space?
No. Go for it.
Yeah. So the rent to own. So I can even start with our backstory, how we met.
Please.
We met at Badass Real Estate Investors, which is another meetup. And it was at a brewery. So like beers and real estate. Cool.
Yeah.
And, we kept meeting after that. We just noticed that, we're getting towards retirement age and we're like, well, we got to do something to catch up. And it's not stocks and bonds. I think it's real estate. And we came up with our own model because we didn't want to do fix and flips. Consider that more of a job. And there's that's on the riskier side.
Yeah.
And just regular rentals can take a long time.
Yeah.
And, we're trying to get things done quick.
Right.
So we came up with we call it hybrid real estate investing. It's sort of a reverse lease option. So instead of starting with the property and then hopefully finding somebody to buy it from you on a lease option, we will find the person who wants to own a home, but they can't get a bank loan, right?
Oh, yeah.
So they might just be self-employed, maybe write off too many taxes, which is smart.
Right.
But the banks don't want to give them a loan, but all they maybe need is another 18 months of 1099 income.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they have great credit, great income. And the kicker is they've got anywhere from 10 to 20% to put down.
Yeah.
So it's like getting your dream tenant in there, because they have an owner's mindset versus a renter. Like,
Yes.
when you rent a car, do you wash it and vacuum it before you bring it back? Or you just drop it off and kind of use and abuse it?
Right. Yeah.
It's the same thing with the house. If you got a renter's mindset, it's typically thing, if you live, somebody as a landlord, if you've had renters and then you don't hear from them for 3 years, that's not necessarily good because when they move out, you realize you've got, 20 grand in
Repairs.
Yeah.
Hoarder house.
Or 3 roll-offs.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
They didn't tell you about the trip under the sink, but now you got to replace the floor under there,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
which would have been an easy fix before. But
Yeah. So going that route of the lease to own is less risky. Typically, you're going to have a higher monthly revenue, monthly cash flow than a standard long-term rental, right? You get more money up front and that lease option payment up front. So that's smart. And then, of course, some spread between what you acquired it for and what you're going to sell it to them.
exactly.
Yeah.
For. And so,
I love that you have a similar background. So you get it.
yeah. I think I've only done one lease option property and I acquired it on the front end as a subject to. And I mean, stellar deal. I was all in at like $8,000, I want to say total, to seller and agent that brought it to me. And the house was like just built the previous year, barely lived in.
Pace Morby would be proud of you. Nice little entry.
Yeah, those low entry. I won't even get into some of the deals I've seen where like the entry is like 70, 80K. I'm like, man, I guess as a buyer who's not doing the deals directly with the sellers, I may consider something like that. But given we've done so much direct to seller and we can get in with those low entries, it's like I could never imagine paying all that just an entry. Like that's not even including if we need to do something to the property. If we need to furnish it or like, it's insane.
Yeah. Those numbers still will work.
Yeah, they can.
There are a lot of factors, right?
Yeah.
So like some co-living deals we've looked at, entries up there like that. But that includes,
Rehab,
fixing up.
furniture.
Furniture, vacancy, kind of the ramp up, So, but try to get that as low as possible, obviously.
And I like what you said, Toby, like you do it in reverse, right? So I find the people first. Yeah.
Yeah. Then we let them pick a house up.
I like that.
Yeah. So they're emotionally attached to it. We're not saying, okay, we have house A, B, or C. Which one do you like the best? No, they're picking it off Zillow. And of course, we're going to try to get a lower price. And we're not stuck finding having to get a great deal on a house.
Yeah.
Because we're just going to mark it up from the point that we buy it from. And
how do you acquire it? Like if it's on Zillow, it's for sale.
Yeah.
So you guys are looking to purchase it cash from the seller, or are you looking to go in and try to negotiate a creative
all of the
entry?
above?
All the above.
Okay.
Usually we're just getting a loan.
Typically a mortgage.
But ideally, we can get it subject to, some of those are on the MLS, obviously, right? So,
yeah. Or you can negotiate it into a subject to, even if it's listed as for sale. Sometimes if they're motivated enough, you can be like, well, we can't really buy it outright right now, but we can.
Yeah.
And a lot of these loans are assumable too.
Yeah. Okay. And so in that case, you guys are like applying to qualify to take over an assumable?
Yeah. If it's a VA. Because like as an investor, you can't get a FHA loan, but you can pick up a VA. As long as that veteran doesn't need their eligibility to buy another house, or there's enough in there to go buy another one. So, there's ways of doing that with
on a sub 2
with an assumable loan,
a VA loan.
a VA loan, veteran loan.
It doesn't come completely. I've never done anything with assumables, so excuse my ignorance, but it doesn't come completely out of the seller's name when you acquire it on an assumable loan. It doesn't come completely out of their name?
No, it does.
It does. Okay.
You're assuming the loan, the title transfers, the loan transfers. You have to qualify, but you do not have to be a veteran.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can even be an investor, not just an owner occupant with VA loans.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
but
awesome.
Their entitlement can still get tied up. So you got to find the right seller. It's kind of in more of a sub 2 kind of situation.
Interesting.
Where they
or they're just going to rent and they don't care about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oftentimes, they get transferred, right? And they're just going to go rent wherever they go.
Yeah.
Especially if they're going overseas, probably not going to go buy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Most of the subject twos I've done are people that are like getting stationed somewhere else. And they're like, we'll just go rent. because they'll probably be getting stationed somewhere else again in a year or two anyway. So
Yeah.
they don't mind that being tied up on their VA.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Being in the Springs.
Yeah. Oh,
You
yeah.
see a lot more of that than we don't see much of that around here.
Yeah.
Compared, right?
Super military town down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. So how did you guys get into real estate and what did you do before? I mean, you kind of told me how you got in, right? Was going to these
I
badass.
was doing digital marketing.
Okay.
I still do that. And just was always interested in real estate investing.
Yeah.
And there's just so many ways that you kind of get analysis paralysis.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah.
How about you, James?
I was a graphic designer for my entire career straight out of college.
Wow.
But then I always had the intention of getting into real estate, getting some regular rentals, it's about all I knew. Like most people, they just think they don't see all the other ways to make money in real estate. Right.
Yeah.
And so I just started going on Bigger Pockets, listening to the podcasts and reading and going to the RIAs where I met Toby.
Yeah.
Which opened my eyes up to like how many different ways we can do this.
Mm-hmm.
So it took a while to figure out which made sense. And Toby's really good at researching different models and kind of picking through and figuring out what's good, what's bad, the pros and cons of each.
We're down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, definitely. We still do. We still have shiny objects and trying to figure out, as markets shift and where we are in our business, like where are we going now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we've probably tried most all of them for a period of time. We tried the wholesaling. That's just a lot of marketing.
Mm-hmm.
One thing we really haven't done is fix and flip.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And we stay away from that intentionally.
Yeah.
It's just so risky.
Right.
Unless you know what the hell you're doing. And even then, I mean, shoot, when the market shifted, people were calling us that knew we were into lease options. They're like, hey, we got in this flip. We can't get our money back out. Can you find us a rent-own buyer?
Right.
It was usually on the higher end ones, like the more advanced flippers that were like more comfortable, and they still got pinched.
These were experienced guys.
Yeah, we're like, you have 15, 20 years of experience and you're still getting pinched. And we're like,
oh yeah,
we don't know any of that stuff. So we're like,
and yeah, if you didn't get the warnings about the interest rates going up there, there's a lot of people that had lots of flips right before the interest rates went up and they were stuck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that happened. That's impacting commercial a lot too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because their loans, a commercial loan is, it's not a 30-year fixed. It's usually like 7 years.
An arm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if they didn't get the insurance, the rate cap, then that's gonna, all their profit gets wiped out by what they thought they were gonna get. They're they're in the red.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you guys done commercial or any multifamily?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've raised capital for a couple large complexes, 200 unit townhome complexes, apartment buildings.
Awesome.
That we're looking to raise for a build to rent community.
Yeah. Same
coming up here.
San Antonio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that's another kind of avenue besides the rent tone that we've gotten into.
Yeah.
Yeah. Started looking at more, just completely passive.
Yeah. I would love to talk with you guys more about the capital raising. I'm just starting to dabble in that a little bit myself as well, with some partners here in this space that are doing like lots of projects here in Denver and Springs. And like I know people who have a lot of capital and, like we can come together and invest together. So that whole space is just so new to me, the commercial and multifamily. But I guess that's the benefit of going in with other people who have more experience is they get it and they can run the numbers and I don't have to fully understand all of it today.
Exactly.
And it's a lot. It's not like, it's enough to underwrite a single property. Now you're underwriting 200 properties and it's a business. It's
right.
Underwriting. So
yeah.
there's a lot more to it. We've got a 220 point due diligence checklist that we go through.
Wow.
And we usually do this as a team of people, not just one person. So we'll have an attorney that's on the team. We'll have somebody boots on the ground. Like, it's, a lot of these are out of state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we need somebody to go walk the property.
They're value add usually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So fix up some of the units. That's usually part of the plan. As opposed to buying like a newer Class A.
Instead of something that's done.
And then these market research, I mean, you're your market because you're buying in the Springs, but you get something in another state, you don't even know the market. So you got to start with the market, then you got to look at the property, then you want to look at the team actually is more, most important.
And that's your strong suit, right? Is like all the details and the analysis of deals.
So we run a passive investor club as well for people that just want to invest their money.
Yeah. I love that. That's the cash flow club meetup that I came to was one of those.
This is actually different. This is the Legacy Wealth Collective.
Oh, okay. So that's
it's just
separate.
Just passive, just people who want passive investors that want to grow their capital, invest smarter.
Yeah.
With less risk.
Yeah, in that same asset class as the presentation you saw.
Yeah.
Yep.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And you guys have multiple companies, right? Do you have like a cleaning company?
Yeah, we have a cleaning company that's related to our co-living business.
Yeah, just to be more vertically integrated. So we, with the co-living, one of the benefits is, just backing up a little bit, obviously we have an affordable housing issue across the United States, but here in Denver, it's particularly bad.
Yeah.
Probably in the top 10 with rents and mortgage, with the rates, and you can't afford to rent or buy. If you're a single person, you're making $40,000, $50,000.
Yeah.
You'd be hard pressed to even afford a studio.
Right.
Now, if you're a couple, you can go afford a 1-bedroom apartment. You have 2 incomes, but for the working class, you either have to find a roommate, or what if you're not from here? You don't know anybody. Where do you go? You turn to Craigslist.
Is Craigslist even still a thing?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That doesn't always.
I haven't even heard that word in so long.
Yeah.
So now there's Pad Split, which has been around I don't know how many years, but they're in 21 different states now. They're just coming to Colorado. In fact, we brought them to the Cash Flow Club back in August, I think, last year.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
And a few months later, they've now entered the market. We've got our first co-living Pad Split set up, fully occupied. There's 6 rooms.
Yeah.
And it's rent by the room. But what's a 1-bedroom go for average here?
50. Yeah, it's about $1,650 for 1-bedroom
Wow.
in Denver, and like a studio's $1,450. So that's
for half of that, for about $800 a month, that you can get a room in a nice house in a decent location.
Yeah.
And that's going to include all your utilities and high-speed internet. And going to the cleaning, back to what we brought this up, was we bring a cleaner in either once or twice a month, depending.
Yeah, and that's rolled into your.
And that's rolled in. That's all included. So you have a cleaner, you get high-speed internet, your utilities.
Yeah.
That's easily $200 worth of savings right there.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And I like that that's like already part of your model, the cleaning. With mine was more like, y'all need to keep it clean and we'll do inspections once or twice a month. And if it's not clean, then I'm going to hire somebody to come in and then you guys are going to pay and it's going to be split amongst all of you. But I think it's better to just have that rolled in and then that way you're ensuring. It worked. My method, unfortunately, like they kept it clean, but I like just having somebody, because then plus you always have eyes. That doesn't necessarily have to be you, right? Going in and doing inspections. You can just trust that the cleaner is going to go in there and report any issues to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Going back to like 3 years later, having a hoarder house, you got to deal with, we got a cleaner going in there every month.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maintenance stuff comes up too that the cleaners can catch. Or if we send a maintenance person in, they're looking around for things to fix as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the residents too, they report, since we work with Pad Split, they report stuff through there. So
yeah,
it pops up and we're like, oh, got to deal with that. And so just got 2 this morning,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The light out and
a light out.
Yeah, light out. And what was the other one? I don't know. It was early in the morning when I got it. Yes. Yeah.
There's like a switch or a door or something.
Yeah.
Cabinet door.
Minor stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm excited to see what we all do together with Pad Split. Because we're our sister company, Contractors of Colorado, is talking with Pad Split about ways to bring them out here more and have the support of the contractors group.
Yeah.
All of the verified contractors that they can rely on for those renovations and fixes and handyman stuff, all of that.
I
that
love
they
what
need.
you're doing with that group.
Yeah. Andrew's doing an amazing job building that out. Yeah. So that's exciting to see Pad Split be able to make more of an impact in this market, and all of us be able to come together in yet another way.
Yeah.
To do some business together.
It's a web.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah.
possibilities.
Yes.
And the other reason we love co-living is, one, it's helping address that affordable living, but two, for an investor, it helps you increase your cash flow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So it's at these rates, if you bought a house today at 7.5%, whatever, for an investor loan, good luck cash flowing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Sometimes I always want to refer to it as Pad Split once we start using that term.
Right.
Sometimes renting per bedroom is the best way, the only way, with rates where they are, for you to even break even in some of these situations.
Yep.
Nonetheless, cash flow. I've seen a lot of that.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a detailed calculator to figure out, because we got to add in the utilities and the Wi-Fi and the cleaning and that kind of stuff so that we see the big picture and can tell if it's going to work or not.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So you guys do co-living, lease to own, hybrid lease to own. That's what you called it, right?
It's like a reverse lease option.
Reverse. Yeah, reverse. And so you don't do any long-term rentals, or do you?
Yeah, well, the co-living is a long-term model.
Long-term being leases that are over 6 months?
no, just on the investing side.
Yeah, we hold it versus selling it.
I mean,
but it's more of a midterm rental. Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't do any 1-year lease properties, the more typical traditional strategy.
No,
we do a longer term,
for the leases.
With the leases, yeah. If we'll still do a property first, but we'll give them 10 years.
10-year lease?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
up to 10 years lease option.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the way we do is we'll price it where we think it'll be in about 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so we think they won't probably buy it before that, but after that, it gets more and more enticing because the price is locked in.
Yeah.
So if they're in year 7, they're like, wow, we've got 100,000 in equity. We should probably just go ahead and pull the trigger.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Can they buy before 5 years? Let's say?
Yeah. Of course, you're still going to have to get the
Appraisal.
But
Yeah.
as long as it appraises.
Mm.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they would have bought in, 2020, by 2022, probably would have appraised.
Oh, yeah.
Rate of appreciation.
They'd have lots of equity.
Yeah, we could lose out, That's, we want to make it fair. We want to have them. We do it the same way with our reverse lease options. We price it out. We use maybe a 5% appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
So anything over that, they keep any equity over that.
Wow.
Yep.
That's different. Yeah. And it sounds like it's a really good way to look out for them too, and give them the opportunity to step into some equity, have an easier opportunity to get financing, right? If they're buying it at less than what it's worth, when they finally are ready to buy, then that makes it easier for them to qualify and all of that. So that's very...
Yeah. It's an alternative path to home ownership. We worked with a real estate agent who was newer in the business, but he was doing really well. And he bought a duplex. And so he rented out part of it. And his rent was, even after the investor making some cash flow, his rent was only like $400.
Nice.
Yeah.
And he had a ton of equity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went,
That was like 20 to 22 or something.
it was in that range.
Yeah.
And, so within 18 months, he went from renter to owner, and then he moved out and I guess moved in with his fiance. And so he went from renter to owner to investor.
To investor. Love it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And then because he'd gone through that whole program, he now helps like basically screen other people looking to do rent to own because he's been through it himself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
and that is a very important piece of that puzzle is the screening of the, yeah. Because, and that's how you cut out being a predatory investor who's locking people into these lease to own options when they really are in no position today, in 2 years, or even in 5 years to actually qualify to buy it.
Yeah.
You know, that's what the predatory lease to own stuff that was happening years ago. That
will continue.
Yeah.
That's why, you got to look out. So,
yeah.
We do sort of a pre-qualification, and we get them with a lender, a third-party lender that does that.
That's great.
Yeah. A little CYA, just have another person looking at it that's on the lending side because they're the ones that are going to say yay or nay in the future, you know, so then we can kind of come up with that game plan. So
I love that.
Yeah. And it works out. They don't mind doing it because they're going to get a loan down the road. And oftentimes we'll let them, whoever's buying the house, let them do that investor loan as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do that investor loan?
Like when we go buy it and get a loan. Yeah. We got to get a loan now. So lenders.
Lenders love it. Okay.
Yeah. So they might double
investor loan and then the end buyer down the road. So
they're happy with that. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually teach a continuing education class for agents and lenders so they can kind of get their head around how this business works and how they can all make money.
I love it.
Lenders love us because they have 2 chances of getting a loan for one person, basically.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We need to have you come do one of those here.
Yeah. I'd love to.
Yes.
And what agents never come up to somebody that, that wants to buy a house and they go taking a look at, for houses and then they find out, oh, you can't buy right now.
Yep.
And then here's another option.
But maybe you can.
Yeah.
If you have the down payment.
Yeah.
Or option fee.
And then the realtor could still get paid on that. Yeah.
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 Yep. When we're buying on market, there's the buy side commission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. You guys are so creative.
Yeah. It's weird because I was a graphic designer, very creative industry.
Yeah.
And then I got into real estate thinking, this is going to be just a grind, numbers and but with what we do, it's creative.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But a different kind of creative, but at least I don't freaking get bored.
Right. How can you?
Yeah.
I think if you're like doing the same thing all the time, like one strategy or whatever, then that I imagine, in my opinion, I would get very bored with that rather quickly.
Yeah. That's a danger because I think both Toby and I were always like, what's the next?
Yeah. We're ready to pivot too. As the economy changes. So that's why we're looking at the rent by the room because houses aren't getting more affordable anytime soon.
Right.
We follow the trends.
And having like your hand in different types, so even, and just holding on to them longer term so that as those changes happen, we can be like, all right, well, this property's making enough. This one now with what's happened, I'm barely breaking even or I'm losing. But what I'm making from this one is enough to kind of offset that one, having multiple strategies that you utilize like that is smart for that.
Yeah. And there's a lot of landlords are getting tired and with, laws changing, Colorado gets less and less investor friendly.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You got to look at your return on equity and, maybe you have a lot of equity built up, but it's kind of, it's lazy equity because it's not working for you. But you could sell your portfolio or even borrow against it and invest in passive real estate, in a syndication.
Yep.
It's something to look at. So we'll look at somebody's portfolio and see if it makes sense. See if it makes sense to even convert from a single family to co-living if there's the opportunity to add rooms or maybe they already have a 5 or 6 bedroom.
Right.
Not typically, but.
Do you guys utilize Property Llama in any of your
Not right now, but that's a cool tool.
Oh yeah, man.
Are you using it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like not for me personally. I sold off almost all of my properties.
Right.
I'm now in the what do I want to do? And I don't want to do 5 different, I had like 5 different strategies that I was doing in acquiring all the properties. But in what I've been learning with Property Llama and Chris Lopez and Richard, one, that tool is amazing for exactly what you were just saying.
Exactly.
Looking at your return on equity.
Yep.
And how it just so easily like lays it out, so you can see what the different strategies, if you do 1031 or if you sell and you buy into this, how that increases your return on equity.
Yep.
I'm just blown away by that. And I just learned about Property Llama maybe 2 months ago, and now I tell everybody about it. So
Yep.
yeah.
Works good.
It's neat what they came up with.
Yeah. But that's what I'm looking more to do the like multifamily and commercial stuff with them in that space, and kind of not get, I have shiny object syndrome too, not get too like carried away with the other deals that people still bring me, these short or these single family homes, and the short-term rentals just don't interest me so much anymore.
Yeah. It's good to have different exit strategies so you can take advantage of different deals. If you know what you can do with them, you just have to be aware of, this doesn't work for long-term rental, but maybe it works for a midterm rental or short-term rental. Yeah. Short-term rentals is kind of going, that it's getting harder and harder with the regulations.
Yeah. I have no interest in short-term, not in this market. I feel like it doesn't make a whole lot of sense in Colorado Springs. Denver, yeah, you guys could probably still see a decent enough return to rent out the short term.
We have friends that are doing well in it.
Yeah.
You gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's usually like the bigger homes where, you can bring in a whole like wedding party as an example, and it's got a game room, and so you're not competing against, just different single family homes where there's not much differentiation.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we've seen, And it's tough, as you know, in Denver. It's got to be your primary. So there's a few areas where it doesn't have to be.
Right.
So
yeah. That's that whole thing. That's been a thing for a while. That was the thing when I was doing short-term rentals, and we had some workarounds, but eventually the workarounds got difficult too.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Denver's pretty strict.
Yeah. I was doing it back in when was that? Mid 2000s. It was my primary. I was renting it out. But I know there was a couple, I think they were real estate agents.
That went to jail?
That went to jail.
Yeah, I remember that.
They made an example out of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was exactly what I thought when I saw it. They were just making an example out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's a different animal too. It's more hospitality than it is real estate investing, because you have to really be on top of it. How you're dealing with guests and you're hosting them at your property.
Yeah.
And a lot, there's a lot more to it.
Yeah. That comes in the like what used to be saying, the customer's always right. That was always what I had in mind, is like sometimes you get guests that are like, I don't like these pillows, like I can't sleep. It's 11 o'clock at night. This actually happened.
Yeah.
It's like 11 o'clock at night, and I call my property manager girl, who we co-founded this company together. I was telling you guys about that. But I called her and I'm like, hey, can we get somebody over there with some pillows? And it's like, yeah, we're going to spend $30-$40 and a run to Walmart to go grab some whatever pillows it is that they like and deliver them to the house.
Yeah.
Because we want them to be happy. They're going to be there for a week. We don't want bad reviews. That hospitality aspect is so different.
You live and die on your reviews in that industry too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big time. Yeah. So what are your guys' goals currently? Where do you hope to be in number of doors, or whatever that goal looks like? What are they for you?
Yeah. By the end of the year, we want to provide 100 affordable housing for 100 people.
Nice. That's amazing.
So you could call a bedroom a door, so 100 doors, because each one has its own lease. So
yeah, that's a fantastic goal. I appreciate that.
We want to scale our investor club as well. Ideally, we want to do like quarterly passive investments, and this might be multifamily. It could be mobile homes. It could be build to rent.
With quarterly returns. Or what do you mean?
Quarterly deals. Just so we were going to do like a monthly deal, but realized that's just way too often.
Yeah, one
because it takes 30 days to do the due diligence. And then by the time you turn around and raise for another one, it's just not enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do like 3 or 4 a year.
Sweet. Love it.
Yeah.
Same for you. That's a conjoined goal for you guys. Yeah.
Yep.
Love it. That's amazing. Well, I look forward to all the ways we are going to continue to work together.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And if there's anything we can do, of course, in this space and real estate deal makers, we're happy to. We appreciate working with you guys.
Love that we have another ally to bring people in person, because I think that's just people are starved for that. You know, what's old is new again, and we need to move, you know, more in-person connections.
Yeah.
It's nice to meet a bunch of people. Like I was here last night for the mixer, and like you're saying on Facebook, you might meet somebody and then set up go, let's go meet for coffee, have a beer, whatever. But it takes a lot of time. You don't know what you're going to get. Here, you can meet 10 or 20 people in one night and then decide, hey, I like what you're doing. Let's go, let's talk further.
Right.
Yeah. How we met.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's effective in that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. After we finish here, I want us to sit down and put some things on the calendar. I would like you to come in and do that CE class. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get some cash flow club events here and do some other collaborations and get it on the calendar so we stick to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better live by that.
Awesome.
Do a co-living, presentation.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going to do one virtually next week, but yeah, I think we should do one in person here.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. All right. Well, we will wrap up. Thank you guys so much for being here. How can we find you? If you want to just plug your socials and how people can find you.
Sure. The private investor club is legacywealthcollective.com.
Okay.
And the C class or got hybridrealestateinvesting.com.
Yeah. To find me, go to that Linktree/partner with James Brown. I got a bunch of links on there.
Partner with James Brown.
Yeah. Linktree.
Can't forget that name, James Brown.
Yeah.
Or is it partner with jamesbrown.com? Still have that?
Do I have that?
or Facebook, James Brown.
Yeah.
And-
There's a lot of James Browns.
You have a hard name to remember.
Toby Hansen's.
There's not too many
Easier to find
Tobys.
him.
Yeah. On Facebook, LinkedIn.
Toby Hansen.
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being here with me today.
Yeah. Thanks for having us. This is cool. Cool studio.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of fun here.
Yeah.
All right. That is it for us today on Beyond the Deals podcast. Until next time.